So the artist that wrote and sang the song said she hated it, even though she laughed all the way to the bank. You had a weird configuration of artists that supported the song, but the video, the two-part video of this, for kids of a certain age who grew up with the Goonies and all these youth movies in the 80s, means a lot. So today we're going to be talking about probably the only pirate rock and roll video of the era. The Goonies Are Good Enough. Now, of course, the two-part video has entered into classic cheese because of the various appearances from WWF wrestlers and directed by Richard Donner with a special cameo from Steven Spielberg. Now, The Goonies Are Good Enough is a song by Cyndi Lauper, released on May 6, 1985 from the soundtrack, the Goonies original motion picture soundtrack, released in support of the 1985 film of the same name. Written by Lauper, Stephen Broughton Lunt, and Arthur Steed in 1984. Was initially titled simply as Good Enough. The track was retitled to The Goonies Are Good Enough by Warner Brothers for marketing purposes. She later admitted in an interview she hated the song. The track became a good chart success, albeit less successful than the singles from debut studio album She's So Unusual. I think there was 5 or 6 from that. It peaked at number 10 in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, becoming her 5th top 10 single. Internationally, the track peaked with it winning the top 10 in Australia and Canada. It was, for the longest time, not available in any Lauper's compilations and was excluded from her 94 Greatest Hits collection, 12 Deadly Sins and Then Some. The track was finally included on one with the release of the Essential Cyndi Lauper in 2003. Now, The Goonies Are Good Enough was supported with a 2-part music video directed by Richard Donner. Now, looking at it, probably in the $10 million range because it wasn't cheap. Now, filmmaker and executive producer of The Goonies, Steven Spielberg, had made Lauper the musical director for the Goonies soundtrack. She set out new bands to be included in the project, including her friends the Bangles, which were featured in the videos. Lauper refused to play the song live after 1987. She finally incorporated it back in the live show during several dates in Australia in 2004. Fans kept requesting the song, and Lauper eventually sang the first verse and chorus a cappella. Due to overwhelming fan recognition, she has since incorporated the song back into her live set. Now, it's a fun song. It's not like, it's not like Hey Jude. The instrumental bridge was originally written in a different style and it was eventually used. Ya-da-da-da. Cashbox said the song captures a wealth of true feeling within a superficial setting. European magazine, Euro Tip Sheet, named the song one of its records of the week in its issue dated May 27, 1985. Dave Sholin of Gavin Report gave the track a favorable review, saying, "All I know is that the picture is called Goonies and the story by Steven Spielberg, and is enough to qualify Cyndi Lauper to offer her unusual talents in the soundtrack. A fun song we no doubt will be humming all summer long." Now, The Goonies Are Good Enough debuted on the Billboard charts on May 18th at number 45, became the 3rd highest debuting single of the week. It entered the top 40 of the chart the week of June 1st at number 36. It would reach its peak position at number 10 on July 13, 1985, becoming Lauper's 5th top 10 single. 6 if counting her contribution to the 85 charity single We Are the World as part of USA for Africa. The track, however, only spent 15 weeks in total, did not crack the 85 Hot 100 year-end chart. Internationally, the track hit the top 10 in Australia and Canada. It also entered the charts in Italy, New Zealand, and West Germany. Notably, The Goonies Are Good Enough did not enter the UK singles chart. And as such, British copies are hard to find. Now, Richard Donner directed a 2-part music video for The Goonies Are Good Enough, which is a playful take on, kids joining together for fun and pirates. Multiple celebrities are featured in the video, including WWE wrestlers Captain Lou Albano, Roddy Piper, Wendy Richter, the Fabulous Moolah, the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, Freddie Blassie, Andre the Giant as the Genie, the last being only in part 2. Now, Roddy Piper pretty well steals the whole 2 videos. He was tremendous in this. Now, it also includes Steven Spielberg, Lauper's manager at the time, David Wolf, her longtime boyfriend, the majority of the Goonies cast, minus Kerry Green, Ann Ramsey, Joe Pantalano, Robert Davi, and John Matuzak. Even though Robert Davi sang background on the song. It also include the then relatively known Bangles as a group of female pirates. Lauper's mother appears as Katrina. Cindy's mother, and to see Hay. Part 1 of the video was released to MTV on May 7, 1985, with a cliffhanger, no pun intended, and Part 2 debuted after the film opened on June 7th. On the DVD of the Goonies, both parts have been spliced together to form one video with no chapter change in the middle of the two. Part 1 of the music video had an extended version released in Japan. The version includes more commentary from the voiceover during the opening sequence of the video and extended scenes inside the gas station and with the wrestlers. Part 1 of the video almost did not make it onto the DVD due to Warner Bros.' inability to find the broadcast master tape. Warner was ready to start pressing the DVD when someone at VH1 found an unused mastered broadcast copy of the tape that was sent to the network. In the nick of time, it was digitized and put on DVD before pressing began. The music video was shot on film and edited and mastered on videotape for broadcast. Now, in the first part of the movie, Cyndi Lauper's character, referred to as Cyndi, works at her parents' gas station along with her friends Dave and Wendy. Cindy's mom is baking cookies for gas station customers, and Wendy operates a vegetable stand set up outside a miniature wrestling ring outside the station. A group of creditors, played by Piper, Blassie, the Sheik, and Volkov, show up to the victim and take over the station. While they argue with Mom and Pop, an old woman, the fabulous Moolah, shows up and closes down Wendy's vegetable stand, putting in a Benihana-like setup in its place. While packing, Cyndi removes a picture from the wall, which reveals the entrance to a cavern. Searching through the cave, Cyndi finds a treasure map and then encounters 6 of the Goonies: Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Jeff Cohen, Corey Feldman, Martha Plimpton, and K.U. Kwan, wants a copy of the map. Soon after, they encounter a group of pirates who look just like the creditors, though it's never said if they're the same people as the creditors, and a supposed green-faced witch. Cyndi runs away as the Goonies are captured by the pirates. Running through the cavern, she encounters several skeletons and even some chefs who seem to work for the restaurant Benihana. Cyndi eventually finds herself trapped between the pirates and the green-faced witch on a log bridge. Unsure what to do, she cries out, "Steven Spielberg, how do I get out of this one?" The scene cuts to Spielberg in the editing room, apparently in the midst of editing the video as it is happening. Spielberg stops the editing machine and begins to give a solution before realizing he does not know how to help Cyndi. Cyndi and the Goonies are then captured and taken aboard a pirate ship. The pirates, along with the green-faced witch and some female pirates, played by the Bangles, party while forcing the Goonies and Cyndi to prepare food for them. Dave and Wendy, who was also gone to the cave to look for Cyndi, have also been captured and are tied to the mast of the ship. Eventually, Cyndi, Dave, Wendy, and the Goonies break free, and after finding some treasure in the ship, toss some of it to the pirates, who fight amongst themselves for it. After subduing the green-faced witch, the Goonies escape from the ship along with Cyndi and her friends, giving her the remaining treasure that they found. Cyndi, along with Dave and Wendy, returns through the cavern entrance at a gas station, armed with the extra treasure in the hopes of appeasing the creditors. Despite all the treasure she offers, they still refuse. Cyndi then whistles in a cloud of smoke. Her genie, Andre the Giant, appears. He chases the creditors off with Roddy Piper, apparently breaking character, calling out to director Richard Donner, Spielberg, Lockhart, Wolf that the video wasn't supposed to end like this while being pursued by Andre. The family then celebrates its good fortune. Now, numerous artists have covered this, such as the Bon Bones, Haruko Momi, The Advantage, Newfound Glory, Radical Face, Mini Bosses, and Tomoyuki Uchida. The song was featured in several iterations of Kanima's Goonies video games, most notably the Goonies in '86 for the Family Computer and Goonies 2 for Nintendo. It was also featured in the instrumental version of Poppin' Music 10. In 2012, Lauper performed a parody version entitled Taffy Butt for the second season premiere of the Fox animated television series Bob's Burgers. The episode was homage to the Goonies. Her son, the fan of the series, insists she recorded a new version. In 2014, The Goonies Are Good Enough was heavily featured on a Goonies-themed episode of the ABC comedy series The Goldbergs. And again, Robert Davi did backing vocals, which I really don't understand. Number 8 in Australia, number 9 in Canada, 25 in Italy, 8 in Mexico, 22nd in New Zealand, top 10 in the States, 14 in Cashbox, U.S. Top 40 10, Contemporary Hit Radio, number 11, West Germany 49. Euro charts, Peru, number 25, U.S. Top 40 88, Canada 85, and Australia 84, went 50,000 units sold in the States. Release dates for the song, U.S. May 6, 85, Australia June 17, 85, United Kingdom on Portrait, but didn't chart in the UK. Well, she was never that big in parts of Europe anyway. So the Goonies itself, ladies and gentlemen, very good movie. Hard to believe 40 years already. But the song can get very irritating. Good enough for me, yeah, la 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 la. But no wonder, but Lauper laughed all the way to the bank. It's one of her most successful non-album singles in history. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the Goonies and if you think they're good enough, let us know. This goes under screenshots and remote control and behind the tracks, a triple threat today. So tell me who your favorite Goonie is, your favorite scene, and how it ties into the great music soundtrack. Thanks for listening. As we like to say in the North Shore in the middle of summer, keep your stick in the ice. Have a good one.